Hello everybody, this is Astocky here, and it's just started raining again. Well, I was just going to say I am back in my Better Than Wolves Let's Play world, and while I had grand plans, I have done absolutely nothing off camera. I really did intend to do heaps and heaps and heaps of different things, lots of good things, but sometimes that's just not how it works out. But what I do intend to do this episode is take 8 pieces of this glue, and then, where is wood? Wood. And then I'm going to need a heap of siding. Unfortunately, I can't use my saw because it's raining, which stinks. And I don't believe... No, I've only got 7 pieces of siding, and I'm pretty sure the recipe for the water wheel takes a lot more than that. Yeah, each one needs 4 pieces of siding. Ah, that's right. Darn it! Just stop raining. Grr. That's so frustrating. Actually, what I might do while I'm waiting for that is I need to find some chickens. Nighttime is really not the time to be exploring, but there's no really good time to explore in Better Than Wolves, because I mean you can't sleep and make the night disappear. Oh, bad! Nearly lost my wall then. Yeah, what I might do, well, other than collecting this stuff, is I might wait until either the rain stops, or the night stops, and when one of those two things happens, I will unpause the video and I'll come back. So see you guys soon, hopefully. Okay, well guys, luckily for me that didn't take anywhere near as long as it could have taken, so hopefully the rain's going to hold off for a while now and I can make some siding. Like I said, I'm going to need lots of sidings. Hopefully that'll be enough. Yeah, that should definitely be. I need 8 fours, 32 pieces. Let's put those there so I can see how many I've got. $36, plenty. Let's put that back now before something bad happens. And let's go remove our reliance on that crazy form of power. Crafting table. So I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Yes, it is. Okay, so let's now make lots of them. Perfect. And now we'll turn those into a beautiful water wheel. Now once again, water wheels are pretty big, and I'm going to need an axle, and I'm going to need some gearboxes to actually make them. So we're going to make a gearbox. Geez, I hope this is how this works. Oh, you're a water wheel and you're a gear. Sure, that's how it works. Excellent. So I'm going to make a gearbox. I've got an axle and I've got a water wheel. Oh, the sun's coming up too, that's good. Going to work out now how I can place this, making sure there's no creepers. There's no really good way to do this, so I guess I'm feeling like if I just kind of come in this way a bit, and I want to... Goodness. Just want to make it so that it is impossible... There we go. It's impossible for someone evil to get in. Now, I want to make this big enough that I can fit my water wheel. So I'm thinking... I don't know how big a water wheel needs to be. I know it's pretty big though. That's why you always carry a spare pick. I want to make this totally underground because that's just easier. And most of the things that I'm going to want to connect power with, like the turntables and things like that, they all want power to come in from the bottom of them anyway. I don't know exactly how big this thing needs to be, but I'm sure it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure it's like 5 high. And I'm sure 1, 2, 3. I'm sure if I put the gearbox there, that'll give me an idea of how big it needs to be, whether it fits or not. So we've got a gearbox, put an axle on it, and hopefully I can just throw the water wheel on there and it'll fit. Excellent. I judged that smack on too. So now the water will flow and this is going to start to turn. I'm just going to dig a little bit more out. Again, I'm not entirely sure exactly how I want this to go, but I know whatever I'm doing, I don't want mobs to spawn. So we've got our power there. Can we dig up? Excellent. Okay, so it's in line with that bit just there where I need to get to. Hopefully I can get this way and not get creeped. Oh, it takes forever fighting the current. Don't get creeped, don't get creeped, don't get creeped. Okay. Not a huge fan. This, oh no, creepers can't get in, that's okay then. Oh, they might be able to get in there. So, clearly the solution, more cobble. I think that's just about the solution to everything, but there we go. So where did I just dig out? Ah, okay, so this spot just here is basically in line with the power. I've now broken my shovel. So, I'm going to need to make myself another turntable. And I've totally forgotten how to make turntables. So, we'll get the book out. Sand is going to go in placeable. Dirt is going to go in dirt. Whoa. Cobble in cobble. Place our wood blocks in wood. Put them in the correct spot. Got a lot more oak wood planks. Might hang on to those and grab some of this siding here because I'm sure I don't need very much siding. We want to make set item turntable. So we need 3 siding, 4 smooth stone. Ah, that's easy. Just as long as I got 4 smooth stone. I do indeed. Now I hope I get this in the right spot. Excellent. Now I need to make more axles and probably where's my wood? Wood. What's that going to give me? That's going to give me 5, 6 because it's the maximum length. Going to be able to do. Making gears is very helpful. Take another gearbox, and that's just because I'm going to want another gearbox. Throw these side by side. Come on, stop throwing stuff on the ground. Some sawdust. Some gears. Farming and plant. Some more hemp seeds. Lots of hemp now. Looks as though I don't have any more hemp fibers or rope, which is a bit disappointing. I'm going to have to go grind some more up. I think sugarcane goes in here. I'll end up having to make a lot of that into that wicker kind of thing. just to make it take up a lot more space. Okay, so I've got turntable, I've got a gearbox, I've got axles. I should be just about right to go now. Spare shovel. Now, where were we? Okay, that's clearly not what I intended. Gonna have to keep the floor at that level, whether I like it or not. Gonna try and even this out a little. So I'm sure that was the spot just there where the gearbox was. Perfect. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 up, and here I can put another gearbox, and I want to rotate that facing down. There we go. So it's now taking power, and now I can pretty much do whatever I want with this power. For now though, I'm going to stick a turntable on top. That's going to be pretty much the easiest thing to do with it. I am going to, at some very near future state, do something else that's going to kind of probably... Which way do I want to go? Yeah, let's go this way. We'll run those 2 axles off that way, and we can throw some more gearboxes and things off in this direction. But for now, anyway, we want a nice foundation around this turntable. Maybe even a bit bigger. Kind of try to neaten it up a little. So there we have a turntable, and it is turning. And what I wish to do is get some of this clay, make some clay blocks, and demonstrate the different things that you can do with clay now that I have a turntable. So basically the way this is, you place the block on top, and you can see it kind of pops itself off, and you can see it spat one clay ball back out, and it also spat out a piece of unfired pottery. So you kind of have to wait for it to spin a little while and do that. So what I'm going to do this time is, you'll see it'll do the same thing again, and it'll change shape a little bit. There, it's done it once. Now I have to wait for this one to do it a second time. So you can see this one has done it a second time and given me a different shape, and it should have given me 2 clay balls back. That's odd. Maybe not. Okay. We'll do the same thing with this one. Should spit out 1. Then change the shape again. Then it'll change shape a 3rd time. So it's given me a 3rd shape. And actually we've got enough clay now to make back into 1 more block. And I think this next one is the last one. I think there's only 4 different shapes you can make. There we go. Yep. So that is the last shape you can make. So they're the 4 different things you can make. Now they're all currently called unfired pottery. That's not a really big deal, because that's pretty much what they are. They will get named though once you actually do something with them, and that's where hopefully the next thing I'm going to do in this episode comes along. For now I'm just going to put all this pottery in here, and I'm going to put my precious items back in here. It's always the way. What I need now is bricks. I don't know how many I'm going to need either, which is unfortunate. I think I might cook up. Gold right there. Fine. Placeable. Glass is placeable. Cobblestone is cobblestone, surprisingly enough. Precious, we want 4 pieces of coal. Let's cook some of these up. Take out some of my nicely cooked up things. They are also precious. It's kind of crazy that I've got just so much gold. Yeah, so the next thing I'm going to need to do... God, it's night time again already? It just seems like it's gone so fast. What I'm going to need to do is basically... Nope, can't get me. I'm going to need to repeat the thing that I built in here. So I'm going to need... basically to build bellows. And I'm going to need to build... so I'm going to need to build, bellows that get stoked and this complicated turntable set up. And I'm going to need to have some of these things underneath here that are stoking that fire. In fact, I'm just going to kind of wuss out and do this the easy way. I want you, and I want you. I'm just going to take 2 of them back because that's going to be easier. Now I don't want anything to spawn in here, so I'm going to put a torch in just there. And just, for now, fill it back in. Because, I mean, all it really affects is how long it actually takes to cook. Because I've got 2 going. So I guess it cooks at 2/9 of the speed that it would otherwise cook if it was stoked. But anyway, we need to build... in fact, it might be easier to build the gearboxes, build the turntable, build the complicated setup, build the bellows. Yeah, I need more bellows, don't I? Okay, so we're going to need 3 oh man, I've forgotten everything. Okay, we want bellows. So I need a belt, 2 gears and those. Make that with these. Okay. So I need 4 pieces of tan leather, which is 4 pieces of poop. And 4 of those. Gonna make sure there's no food in there while we cook up this leather. How's our bricks doing? Yeah, I think we're going to be okay with that. Really wish it was daytime. Just worried that someone's going to sneak up and hurt me. I mean, it's pretty well lit up. Actually, is it well lit up over here now? Might need to just make sure that stays well lit up. Stupid tree. Bopping me on the head as I tried to jump. Excellent, so there's my 4 pieces of tan leather. Can I? Nope, got just the right amount of everything. Okay, so now we have a belt. We're missing a few other different ingredients we're going to need though. So 4 more pieces of you, 2 of you, and I think I needed 3 sidings. And of course I have none. I really need to get this a little bit better set up. I want to put my saw over here, run off the water wheel so I can just run it constantly, because that'll make things much easier for me in the long run. Okay, so uses, bellows, okay, that's easy. 2 gears, belt, 3 of you, and 3 of you. So now I have a bellows. I am going to want to cut up a lot more of these. I want to make more gearboxes. So once again, know what? I think I'm going to be in a bad way. I don't think I've got the hemp I need to make axles. No hemp there. Aha. 2 stacks of hemp. That's good. Why just leave it there? That's just crazy and ridiculous and crazy. So much stuff I need to do. I need to feed my cows, my sheep, and do all that sort of stuff all over again. I'm pretty sure I can turn this back. Yeah, perfect. Okay, you. I need more of you. Whoa, come on, mouse, 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 mouse. Sorry if that makes anyone nauseous. That kind of bothers me too. Okay, what do we got? 9 axles. Gears. Wood. What was I looking in wood for? Placeable, that was it. Build ourselves another turntable. Because my other turntable has the job of helping me to make things. Hopefully I can just mix these. Perfect. Okay, so I need a turntable. I've got my bellows. Now I need boxes of gears. I should have just the right amount. I mean, I'm not likely to need 6 gearboxes considering I've only got 9 axles. Okay, so we want a gearbox here, and we want that to drive power up. No, we might only want to go 1 up. Still trying to think this through and understand how I want to do this. No, I'm probably going to have to go 2 up. How many axles are there? 1, 2, okay. Get my axe out. Okay. Potential solution now. If we come 1 further this way, then we can still leave all of our dirt there to catch the clay. Then we can put our gearbox here. Then we can go 1 axle up and place our turntable, which I believe I want it on the 3rd notch. Yep, 3rd notch, perfect. Got 2 redstone torches. Lots of redstone dust. And now what we want to do is, I'll just build this with cobble to start with. We want redstone to be here, which means we want to have gearbox here. Which means we're going to need another gearbox. And we want you to have your stupid hands. Okay, cobblestone away. We want you to be power down. You've got power being fed from the wrong direction. So that should just start providing power and this thing should start turning. Ah, see. It doesn't turn. The block above it turns. Well, where am I going to have enough axles now? I guess we'll find out in a second. And if we do not have enough axles, it will be a sad, sad day. So we want to put redstone there. Yep, perfect, that's working. And then we want to put our gearbox there. That means we have to have another gearbox here. So we want, it's got to be a bare hand. Okay. Facing down. What we got? Oh, come on. Okay, so now this should turn, that should power that, which turns the gearbox off. I think we're onto something here. So now we need mechanical power this way, followed by bellows, 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 bellows. There we go. So it's going to be puffing and huffing in this direction. And that means 1, 2. We need to have our hibachis here. And come on, here. In fact, we're going to need to have one higher there and there. Two more redstone torches. They're going to puff. That's going to light them up. And we have fire! Again, I'm going to have to build a building around this at some stage. But look at that, we now have fire. And it's like high magnitude fire too. This is the hot stuff. I don't even think I have enough cobble on me to do this. So now we have like hot. Then we have like really, really hot. So I believe that's the point where we want to start to build this thing. We're going to need way more cobble. And I'm going to need bricks. Because basically we're building a thing now called a kiln. And basically the way it works is you have to have a brick surface. I should have built it there. That'll be fine. So that's going to be the base. Then we're going to need to have those out. So we need to come up and up and up. And then we need to have one on the top as well. You need to have enough brick kind of surrounding your thing you're cooking for it to work. So that's going to be the kiln. And we want to make sure that we don't get burned, and the way we do that is by surrounding our hibachis in cobblestone. And I think we're ready to go now. I mean, I'm not going to win any prizes for it looking nice, but I think it is going to be hot. I think once we fire that, it's going to be the right kind of hot. Actually, let's put these torches down here first. Light them both up. Now, it would be nice once again to have a viewing window to make sure we get the blue flame. Maybe I can see it from up here. No, maybe not. Yeah, that's nice. Just being able to see that blue flame. And fingers crossed, should be able to put that just there. Out. And it should cook. And when it finishes cooking, it should pop out. I might have to break it with a pick, but I think it should pop out when it's cooked. And again, this is one of those things that it takes longer, depending on exactly what you have done. There we go. Perfect. We now have a crucible. Now you may ask, what do I do with a crucible? Well, I build another axle off this way, I build 2 more of these, and I build something to heat it up and then stoke it. But that is going to have to wait till another episode. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Again, I'm really loving this mod at the moment. I'm finding it to be kind of fulfilling. It's like, you know, you work, but then you work hard, and it kind of is all worth it. So again, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode, where I'm going to hopefully smelt something cool in my crucible. Until then, Astocky out.